Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another unboxing. My name is Robbie, and you are watching Geek Level Asian. Today, I've finally found and picked up the red Beast Morpher Devon. So we're gonna get right into this. Let me go ahead and just zoom in on this box right here. The head looks pretty accurate. I mean, look at that. That looks really good. I think that looks very much like the actor. Let's take a look at the actual helmet and everything. I mean, I saw 4 of these in the store, and I don't know if you guys are already collecting these, but as many of you probably already know, the painting isn't very good on many of them. So this was the best paint job that I could find. So we'll just hope that this looks good. So let's take a look at the accessories. I think that this is not painted enough. You know, the sword looks pretty good, not too bad here. And this thing, I don't even know really what to call that. It's like a digital thing. We got an extra set of hands like we always do. Oh, I never even realized that these are 4 and up. Add 30 years and that's my age. But yeah, without further ado, I will go ahead and unleash the beast. That sounded weird, sorry. All right, Devin, let's open you up here. Let's get a nice little cut on this tape. Okay, that was easy. I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. All right. La 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 la. I always forget that these open from the top and not the side like in SH Figuarts, but let's go ahead and slide him out. All right, let's... Very nice, very nice. So I'm just gonna get rid of this cardboard thing, because actually, you know what? Probably looks better on it. Okay, so let's take out the action figure first. Is he like tied in there? He is. Okay, so there's some things on the back. I'm just gonna flip this over. Yeah, there's like a little... I'm just gonna cut that. Okay. Alright, so that should be easier. There you go. We'll just kind of put this over to the side for now. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. Let me zoom in on this a little bit more. I mean, looks cool to me. The paint on here was very off on the other ones that I was looking at, so it's kind of cool to see it looking correct. Let's look at the paint job. It's not bad. You know, it's not super hard, this helmet. You know, something that... Now, this is going to sound like I'm complaining, but this was a manufacturing choice that I don't know if I like or not. So, you can't really see it too much on this figure, maybe more on the feet, but they're not really painting the figures, or like certain figures, maybe not this one. Maybe in one of my other unboxings, you'll see it a little bit more. More like on this red here, they're using the color plastic, like a red plastic, it seems. I mean, I could be wrong, but they're using like a red plastic instead of painting it red, and it almost makes it look like candy, or like a not a Jolly Rancher, but like, it just doesn't look like it's painted. I don't know how to really say that, and I don't even know if in this video you're catching it, but you could definitely see it more in person. So now, interesting choice is they actually made these straps. I don't really know if those needed to be... Oh, I guess they do for articulation for the arms. I mean, not even really, but... I mean, there isn't really a reason for those to actually be straps, but you know, it's cool that they did it. You know, whatever, I'll take that. Hands feel good. As I've learned on these figures, everything kind of clicks, which I still don't know if I like. It's good if you want to, like, pose them in an odd pose, because then, you know, since it clicks into place, they'll stay, but it's actually kind of annoying to move them. I always feel like I'm gonna break it, you know? Let's take a look here. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is his feet. They click as well. Something that also the SH Figuarts have are, and this isn't a comparison, SH Figuarts, but is articulation of the toes, which gives you a little bit more posing capability. But those have sometimes loose joints because they don't click. So, you know, I mean, it's what you prefer. I mean, these, you know, this feels good. Doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, I mean, you got the real knee joint in there. Real, I don't know if that's the word to use, but you get the knee joint in there. I really do like what they did with the brace, how they got the blue, the silver, and the orange in there. I think that looks really good, you know, because they spent more time on his morphing device, which is pretty neat. Gets a little sloppy around the paint job between the red and the silver in multiple different spots, but I mean, it's not awful. Again, the other ones at the store were very bad. So let's just put him over on the side for a moment. Let's take out the head. So wait, let me move this over here so you can see. There he is. There's Devin's face. Let's get that out of there. Awesome. So in all honesty, this looks really good. This looks exactly like him. This looks almost exactly like the actor. I think this might be one of the best head sculpts that I've seen when it comes to these new Lightning figures. This one's really good. I don't know if you saw my Gold Ranger, Red Ranger unboxing, but those like kinda looked like Austin St. John. This looks pretty much like him. So let's put this on the figure. Gotta decapitate him. This is always kind of hard to do. There you go. So yeah, the reason why this is pretty cool is because on the show, you see them in their suits pretty often without their helmets. So this looks super accurate. I like this a lot. I think they did a good job on his hair in particular, you know, because he's got like large hair and there's detail. You know, it's not like they just kind of like gave him a Ken doll head and he's just smoothed over. You know, there's actual like little bits and stuff, so it looks like there's texture in there. They got his face done really well. And you know what's funny too? Many of the Lightning Collection figures, and even past figures as well that do civilian heads, usually the facial expressions are a little weird. This one kind of makes sense. You know, I like this one. It's a serious face, but, you know, he puts on that face when he's getting serious on the show. Yeah, I dig it. I think he digs it too. You dig it? That's supposed to be a yes. All right, let's take a look at the weapons. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this. I think this looks terrible. It's sculpted, I guess, kind of accurately, but it's also, like, kind of boring. Okay, I think they did a better job with this. I actually am not sure. Is that supposed to be color on the other side? If not, then that's a miss. I'm not as familiar with this weapon, but, I mean, it's got a bunch of color on it. I've seen this weapon before, like, but I never noticed, like, is there supposed to be paint on that side? I'm not sure. And then you've got this thing, and this is the thing that's supposed to go, like, on the saber to make it kind of look like it's digitizing to him, or whatever that would be called. I mean, pretty neat. Kind of looks like Long Island. That just looks awesome. Yeah, this is an awesome figure. I do like it. I posed the rifle kind of just in his hands, or the blaster, or whatever you want to call it, just because with the hands that they give you, that made the most sense, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about what I mean in a moment. But yeah, I think that's a pretty cool pose. Let me just go down to the boot area. Yeah, I mean, I was mentioning earlier how I don't really like the paint application and the fact that they're using like the color plastic of specific colors instead of painting the color onto their you know, their suit. But I think for the leather look that Beast Morphers has, that might actually work for them. I think for spandex, it doesn't work. Like, for instance, look at his arm. That almost looks like taffy. See that hand, how the pointer finger is almost actually not sticking out at all? This is the open hand that you get. And that is definitely not the same thing. Again, the other right hand that we get is completely closed and you can't put a sword in it. Because like now for my sword pose, he's got like an open trigger finger hand. And that doesn't, you know, that's not bad. It's not a bad thing, but it doesn't look like that. But now that we got the helmet on him, I mean, again, this figure does look pretty awesome. And again, the red plastic looks good for the leather look. I think it looks pretty good. Let's go down to the boots. I mean, you've seen the boots already. Not very exciting. But this is a very, very good looking figure. I think that this might look better than some of the other Lightning figures that I've seen. For instance, when I opened the gold and red Jason Scott pack, the Red Ranger in that one, I was very disappointed with that one. This one looks pretty good. So yeah, kudos to Hasbro. This one looks awesome. And I do like this thing. This thing's pretty cool. At first, I was like, what? I don't really get... I mean, I understand that in the show and even in Go Busters, like, the weapons, like, digitized to them. So that I guess that's kind of what that's supposed to be. But it looks cool. It looks really cool. So that's it, everybody. That is my unboxing of the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Beast Morphers Red Ranger. So if you like this video and you want to see more of my unboxings and all the other geeky things that I like to talk about, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to follow and communicate with me on all of the social networks. You can find the links down in my description. And what would you like to see me unbox? Are there any action figures or any other toys that you'd like to see me unbox? Let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to pick that specific toy up. So until next time, everyone, be good and may the power protect you.